Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel for another live stream. That look that you had on your face, Rob, as we begun that giddy smile.
It's how I've been feeling all day.
Excellent.
I'm so happy to be with you gents today to talk some toy action. I did some pre-ordering and some paying off. I think my shore.
I love a good pre-order. You know.
Yes.
The shore troopers are going to shore up on my shore shortly.
Oh, they're going to wash ashore?
They're going to wash ashore on my shores.
Terrible. Oh my god, I cannot even. But you know, also
so
brilliant
Sally
at the same time.
sells shore troopers by the seashore. Is that, is that the saying?
She sells seashells. She sells.
That's what it is. I don't know where Sally came from. But
yeah.
Oh my god.
Close enough.
Oh my god.
Anyway. I also got. You know what else I got today?
What
I got? I got my Tamiya. I needed new snippers for plastic models.
Yes.
So I got my expensive Tamiya model, so I can finally perhaps build the ultra perfect grade Gundam that's been sitting over there unbuilt.
Oh yes, you need to build it, and then tell me what you think.
Yeah, well, it looks fantastic. I mean, I've got a little modeling thing, and I also took out my I have a resin model kit of a Star Destroyer that's 3 feet long. And
you have my attention.
It's 3 feet long, and I mean, they're a pain. Here, I can send you a picture. They're a pain in the ass to build.
Send.
But I'm gonna light it. I have a lighting kit for it, and yeah, let's see if I can get a good. Now this is obviously. Let me see if I can send you the big picture. Yeah. Okay. Here's
away. While you do that, I
guys
will address the chat. We do have some. We've already got 112 people in here, so I won't be able to address you all. But thank you all for coming along and chatting with us. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about, a lot of figures. So stay tuned. We will. Brian Hepburn is here, who is an amazing channel member. Max's Geekdom has fired off a bunch of chats.
He's a good moderator too.
Yes, exactly. Jaden is here as well. Hello, Jaden. Sent in a super chat before we even begun, saying, "Hi, gents. Hello, everyone. Hello, and welcome to the stream." Then Jaden with a $5 super chat also before we start. Super chats before we start. That's how you know that, you know, people got a lot of love. So thank you, folks.
There's some love.
Saying, "Hey, lads, been grinding Halo Infinite MP the past week, multiplayer. What do you guys think about a new Master Chief 1/6 scale? Hopefully, third party or 3.0 makes one. 3.0 currently holds the Halo license, I think. I never got the first Master Chief, but I kind of wish I did, because I'm a Halo guy. I've played all the Halos, so I wouldn't have minded having a Master Chief in my display. Maybe they'll make a new one, and it'll be better than the last one, because the last one was like rubber. If I had to define that guy as one word, it would be rubber."
You've been known to Halo. You Halo with the best of them.
Yeah, I Halo,
and they're gonna make the the TV show. So might as well make a figure line.
You know that old gospel song, "Halo, Sweet Chariot." Oh no,
I think so. You think
it's not quite
that sounds familiar?
I have no idea. But before we address more of the super chats, I want to introduce my panel, because we have the amazing Robert Meyer Burnett. Hello.
I like being called amazing. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Very nice of you.
Well-earned title, I think.
Yes, and I put in our Facebook chat.
Yes, beautiful. I will find
pictures. I'll explain what people are looking at.
Excellent. I will find that. And while I do, we also have the equally amazing WillFoxification. Will, how are you doing today?
I'm good.
This evening? This night?
Evening, because it's 8 p.m. here. But so it's a little bit bittersweet because I finished my final workday for the week, because I'm on Thanksgiving break at this point. So that's really nice. But somehow I injured my toe. So I'm not sure, and I can barely put weight on it. I won't show it to you guys, but it's very injured.
Yeah, please
don't. So I'm not sure what happened to it, but so I have a bittersweet
it's gout, man. You're getting old.
Dude, maybe. I don't know, man. I think I honestly remember Justin, when I told Lael on stream that I had to cut them. I think I cut them too short, and now I'm worried that I injured something. so I don't know what's happening, but I'm in a lot of pain. So I'm gonna get through it. But you know,
Will.
Just for the people that they need to know out there, because like they need to know every aspect of my life, Justin. So
Oh my God, Will.
maybe someone out there is going through the same thing, and they can,
Have we got any doctors
relate.
in the house? Help Will out
Just
with
one.
toe-related. Just for Will. His toe-related questions, issues.
Toe-related
Give him a
injuries.
hand.
For all you foot
by the way-
fetishists out there.
Right.
Yeah, there you go. Will.
I made
give
someone's
you,
night somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere, exactly.
Glass half
By
full.
the way, we may see Ryan tonight. He did ask me for the link to the stream, so we may have a surprise cameo from our good friend Ryan. So, hopefully he drops in. If he does, even better. Superhero Displays sent in a super chat saying, a tiny token for this top-tier toy talker talent alliteration, and I love it. Thank you, Superhero Displays. Thank you. Let's have a look at Rob's Star Destroyer, shall we?
Ooh, okay.
So now I should explain what this is. There is
Explain away.
Now, this is a 3-foot model. It's hard to see the scale, but it's 3 feet. And it's made by a guy named Randy Cooper. He sells these kits. Now, this is made out of resin, so it's difficult to work with. But
is this your building space, by the way?
No, these are not my pictures. No. These are his pictures. These are actually from his instructions for the kit.
Okay.
And he just did a Corvette from Rogue One. That's beautiful. Now, this is all made of resin. What I'm going to do is, he hasn't lit this, but I have a lighting kit for this. So it's fiber optics. There's like 1,000. You have to drill like 1,000 holes and put 1,000 fiber optics in there. And then the engines light up as well. So this is made out of resin, and he does really nice kits. But this is a big boy. And I bought this from him like 7 years ago, and I'm going to finally make it. Because
nice.
I've got all these models. See, there's you get a bit of scale there, and you can see how big it is with a hand. And
that thing is huge.
It's huge. It's really, really big. And
Max asks if it's 1-to-1 studio filming miniature scale.
You know what? I think there is a 3-foot miniature that's that way. But yeah, Damon Zapp in the chat says he made a Blade Runner 2049 spinner. I have his original Blade Runner spinner kit as well. Nice. And he's really, if you go to his website, it's like randycooper.com, his model work is just incredible. They're expensive, I think it's like $800. But and you don't have to put lights in it if you don't want to. I just think it's really, really cool.
Oh, lit up, this thing will be a beast. Yeah. I would love to see it lit up. That's got to do that.
A lot of detail in that.
Yeah, it's really, and what's great is, with a model like this, as long as you can get it together, he's got it so you can take the top off there in that picture, so you can have access to the battery pack or the, where you would put the where the fiber optics would be. But that's the build isn't that hard. It's the fiber optics. You have to drill the holes and put them in there.
Yes, I can imagine drilling those fiber optic holes will take you quite a while. 6 Scale Collector says, how big is it? It's Rob said
it's 3 feet.
3 feet. Yep.
It's 3 feet. So what is that? 36 inches?
Yes, I guess. I don't do inches.
36 inches long. It's a large boy.
Yeah.
It's a big boy.
Yeah, I'd say. Does it come with this stand, or do you have to make it?
Yes. No, it comes.
Okay, good.
That stand, it doesn't. I sent you a picture of the stand that it comes with. That black stand is, yes, it comes with those resin pieces. And what I would do is I would actually get a piece of wood, get a nice piece of like beveled wood, and put those stands on the wood, like either screw them down or glue them, or so you have much more. That's not very stable. You'd want the footprint and make a bigger piece of wood so it's much more stable.
Thank you, Max. Almost a meter. That is a big boy. Oh,
yeah.
That is a very big boy. Well, thank you for sharing that beauty, Rob, because it is stunning. Let's talk about the few super chats we have, and then we've got figures to discuss. I'm surrounded by stuff that I've recently reviewed in case anyone has questions. So we'll do questions.
Q&A.
Q&A,
Yeah.
I aim to please. So, and if
you always
Rob
do,
or will have questions too, then I'll hopefully have the A's, but we'll see. Simon says,
pass them out.
Yeah, fling them out. Maybe an A+.
You get one. You get one like Oprah, dude.
Simon with a super chat says, my very first Hot Toys order was Endgame Cap in May 2019. Whoa! 2.5 years later, he has finally shipped today.
Wow.
Oh, happy days. The best panel again tonight. Thank you, Simon.
Congratulations.
And Will, perfect timing. Perfect timing. Congratulations to you, Simon. You are going to love it. It is a fantastic Cap figure. I think it's the best. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't.
I think it is.
I
love
think
Civil War too. Civil War's great, but
Civil War's good, but you ain't got no neck. Is the issue with Civil War?
Who needs one?
He's great. Yeah, who needs a neck? When you're a superhero, you don't need a neck. It's just a nice thing to have.
Overrated.
Oh my god. Nakreepa says, I fund Will's double in Australia. I found Will's double in Australia. Oh, you have to send a picture. I don't know if you've
I think
taken
that
a
was the
picture,
one
Nakreepa.
that was like a guy at a supermarket or something. Do you see that? It was like
No, I
I
did
think
not.
it was a TV show. I'll have to look it up.
Oh, we got to see that.
Yeah.
Andres says with a super chat, thank you, sir. Hi, everyone. Nice to see you again. Nice to see you too. What do you think the next Hot Toys release will be in the next few months? Thanks, everyone. Ooh, it's a good question. Let's go around and do a prediction, a live prediction.
Ooh.
I think that we will see Ahsoka next. I think. I'm just going to go the safe route because we've been saying it for months.
We've been saying that for months.
So I'm just going to go with that. Let's stick with that.
It's going to happen eventually.
Rob, what do you think, Rob? What do you think's next?
You know what? I want Golden Armored Wonder Woman to be next, but I don't think she's going to be. Although I'd like her to be.
I would love that so much.
Yeah, I mean, I
would love to see that.
I really want that figure. Hell, at this rate, Boba Fett, the deluxe Boba Fett. That doesn't come out for a while, but no, I think that of the that's probably the Golden Armor or Pennywise.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Pennywise, yeah. Will, is Pennywise your answer? Please don't let it be your answer.
No, because I think Pennywise is coming out maybe middle of December. That's my prediction. So there's going to be one or two.
Close.
Okay.
Yeah, it's true. It's like a couple weeks, right? So I think, but in the meantime,
I think it's next year. I think it's going to be next
you think so?
year. Just
it could be. It could be. Maybe it's just wishful thinking. But I'm going to go Endgame Loki. All
very good
aside.
one.
Endgame Loki because Captain Marvel just came out. So I mean, I think Endgame Loki legitimately could be next. Battle Damage 85, I think, is next year sometime. So I think that, and then that'll be the end of the Endgame line, right? Isn't it just Loki and Battle 85?
Done.
Yeah.
Yes.
That until I add more.
Speaking of that, I wasn't even gonna buy that Captain Marvel Endgame figure until I watched your damn review.
Like, this one,
man.
Oh, the Q&A part.
Not yet. We'll say
no
gotta get out of here. Get out of here.
That I watched that. I'm like, I gotta get that figure. I mean, I just like Captain Marvel as a character.
Apparently,
I always liked the character.
Yeah.
Apparently, this is Will's double from Australia. It's just Will inverted because,
upside down.
Australia.
Oh my god.
Oh
That's
my
too
god!
good.
Thank you.
That was really clever. Gotta give you that.
Thank you for that.
Me from the upside down of Stranger Things.
A little bit of humor always is appreciated.
It's like there's a bunch of Lokis, there's a bunch of Wills too, just in different universes. So.
Oh my god! And they all have.
Well, that's where Keola came from.
Yeah, exactly. Keola is Justin's from another.
Keola is from
universe.
the mirror universe, or a different universe. It's from the Matrix. When he goes into the Matrix, he becomes Keola.
There's an alligator Justin out there somewhere.
Outside. Ooh, a crocodile technically, because Australia.
That's true. A crocodile Justin, yes. Florida Justin, yes.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, John, aka Iron Logan, is here, and he says, "What's up, gents? Have a great stream. Thank you for the super chat, and thank you for the love. We'll take the love. The super chats are good, but the love is better, so we'll take that." Nakreepa with a super chat says, "Sent me the photo. Yes, we showed it, and good one. Travis John says, "My workplace blocked Figures and Flicks and Collectors Mingle, but not any other of y'all's vids. Sign of great work, guys." What?
Why do
I love
I
that
get
your
blocked?
workplace is hunting down figure channels and blocking.
And Rob, only me. Only I get blocked.
Yeah, you get blocked.
That's ridiculous. What my content is very family friendly. It's fine.
Wow.
Sometimes.
Wanda Quinn says we
be,
need a stream where Justin becomes Keola. That would actually.
This will be.
You could snap your fingers and suddenly you're wearing the black leather duster, and then you've got the machine guns and everything. That would come on. You got to do that.
Stay tuned. I might do a Neo cosplay. I sold my Batman cosplay for those who are into my cosplay stuff because I'm reallocating my funds into something else, and I'm going to show it hopefully this week if it arrives. I'm very excited.
Did you see that statue that dropped this week? $5,000, the Batman statue.
I do have that on pre-order. Actually, I have the J&D Batman on pre-order.
Is that the one that has both Batman and Bruce Wayne together?
Yes.
I didn't get the Bruce Wayne because I don't really like it. But I do get that head sculpt with the Batman anyway, so I'll still be having to talk about it. Unfortunately, sorry for those who really like it. I know Will loves it.
It's okay. I don't love it, but I like it.
He's starting to crack. There you go. I'm getting.
I gotta tell you though, that quarter scale figure. I mean, the Hot Toys.
Right, the Hot Toys more than suffices. Yeah, it's really good.
That you cannot beat that. That Bale head sculpt is better than Queen in my opinion. You don't have to agree with me. It's better than Queen and it's better than J&D.
I agree, actually.
Yeah, it's 100% him. Like there's no Jim Carrey there at all.
No.
None at all.
He also
Lane Kramer. What now?
He doesn't look 65 like he does in the J&D.
Or 80.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. Yeah. Lane Kramer says, so hey guys, I'm considering for clone Star Wars Hot Toys, I'm debating, do I continue with normal figures or do I transition to the Bad Batch? What do y'all think? Ooh, well, Lane, I'll give you my opinion first, and I'll hand over to the gents. The Bad Batch, you only have 2 announced, which is a little bit sad. And I told you all at the beginning, Hot Toys loves not completing teams. They love it. It's like their number one ambition is to give you like 2 or 3 members of the team and then not the rest.
I'm still waiting for the other Watchmen.
Exactly. The Watchmen. Prime example. Luckily, we got all of Justice League in the end.
1 Suicide Squad.
1 figure from Suicide Squad. Bit of a poor showing. I'm pretty sure they aren't going to give us the Bad Batch, the rest of the members, until season 2 in the show maybe is received a little bit better. Because let's be honest, nobody's really talking about Bad Batch anymore at all. It's kind of just dead. So I'm pretty sure we'll have to wait for the other 2 if we get them at all. I would stick with normal clones because at the very least you can build an army and it makes sense. Versus Bad Batch, you'll only have 2 of the 5. But you know, that's just my thoughts. Will, what do you think? Bad Batch, normal clones? Which way would you go?
I don't know. See, I haven't seen Bad Batch. I would go with the normal clones. I kind of like how
it's for the best.
I don't know. Yeah, I kind of is it? So I've heard. I mean, I've heard mixed things about it. Like I've heard Bad Batch. Like a lot of people are really loving it, and then 3 episodes later, like, oh, I'm not liking it anymore. And then they're like, oh, now I love it again. So I feel like it's very like streaky, you know. Like it's kind of all over the place.
It's
like,
a roller coaster, right?
There's a lot of filler episodes I've heard, and then some really good ones, but then more filler, and it's just not that great. And then they're doing this mission, it's not that interesting. So the Bad Batch figures do look kind of cool, though. I mean,
they're really great.
Cool. Yeah, they look really cool. So from a figure standpoint, yeah, I mean, they're both great. All I can say is Lane plays Battlefront 2 with us, and I
was watching.
He's getting better, so I can always say kudos.
Wow,
you're doing pretty good.
He's getting better.
He's improving. So I'm not saying I'm like a pro or anything, but at the same time, guest, Lane like glitches out half the time. He's not even in our party because his stuff falls apart. So I don't know, Lane. Figure that out first before you figure out this question. That's
come on, Lane. Figure out your latency.
Yeah, figure out your latency.
We have a special guest in the form of Ryan.
Oh,
hello, Ryan.
Hello there.
Fancy mic.
You have a nice Spider-Man display, sir.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Good photographs.
I love those Praetorians up there. Ooh, that's looking real nice.
Oh, it's getting Will's. I told Ryan because he was like, I'm running out of space. And he sent me a photo. I was like, you got to get rid of the sequel stuff.
No, don't you dare, Ryan. Yeah. I'm moving in, Ryan. Don't you get rid of those. I need those there.
Oh, my God. Ryan, how are you doing today, sir? Are you feeling well? Are you up to the task of talking figures?
Well, I don't have anything to do this morning for once. So I thought instead of watching the stream, I'll come on for once.
It's our
By the way, nice birthday present you arranged for Mr. Ryan there.
I try my best.
I like that.
Yeah. Ryan, do you like your Endgame Captain Marvel?
Yeah, she's sitting right up there next to Thanos, and she's looking pretty awesome.
She's badass.
I actually
We got
liked
to
it
talk
way
about her.
more than I thought I would.
Nice.
There you go. That's how
It's
you
that
know
costume, man. You can't go wrong.
Yeah, it's a really nice
Yes.
costume.
That costume is both badass and toyetic at the same time.
That it is. Speaking of those things, Ryan's popped in at the perfect time to answer Lane's question. And then I'll hand over to you, Rob. Ryan, if you had the choice of collecting normal Hot Toys clones or switching gears and collecting only Bad Batch, which way would you go?
I think normal clones for sure, because you can have a Clone Wars display without the Bad Batch, but you can't have like a, you just can't
only
have
got
the
two
two
of
Bad
five.
Batch just sitting there.
Oh,
Looking
the batches.
lonely.
Yeah.
Why is there only two of us, man?
Yeah, you know, sometimes when you're making cookies and you burn half the batch, that's what you'll have. Half the batch was truly the Bad Batch, and it never made it onto the
They
shelf.
call that Anakin Skywalker.
Oh, the burnt
Yeah,
batch.
the burnt
Hey, there you go.
Too
my
soon,
God,
I know.
Rob.
Too soon.
Way too soon. Rob, what do you think?
You know, there's a look. I think the Bad Batch designs are really cool, but I mean, so are those. Depending on which clones you get, you could set up a great display. There's a lot more clones to buy, a lot more fun to be had, a lot of different helmets to use. I'd have to go with clones.
Of course. So we're pretty much unanimous clones. Lane, hopefully that's helped you out. Cable 10 sends in a super chat asking all of us a question. This is an interesting question. Just curious what everyone's first Hot Toy figure was. Loving the weekly live streams. Thank you, Cable. Thank you for the super chat. Very generous. Let's answer your question. I'll hand over to Ryan first, because I don't think I know the answer to this question. Ryan, you're in the heart of Hot Toys figure collecting. You're in Hot Toys country. So you have access to everything, or you had access. Which was your first Hot Toys figure?
So my one was the Mark 43.
Oh,
nice.
What a
Just the
start.
normal version.
Oh, just the die cast,
Yeah.
It's fine.
Just,
No, I mean, there was one with the helmet with like the flaming eyes.
Yes, the special.
Yeah, I think I saw
double cheeseburger edition.
Yeah.
The McDouble version.
Exactly. Okay, Mark 43, not bad. What do you got, Will? What did you start with?
My first one actually I bought secondhand, and I bought it. You mentioned the sequel trilogies, Justin. I bought it so cheap on the secondary market. It was Force Awakens Kylo Ren. I think I got him for like $120 shipped. So yeah, and I was very happy. Once I got Force Awakens Kylo Ren, I was.
No, I'm just thinking that mine's from before you all were born.
Yeah, mine's Kylo. I was very happy. I have two of them now. So, and I got the other one for $90. So
even better. There you go.
The only one's got to love sequel trilogy is me, and I get all the figures for cheap. So
yeah, it's Will. He's a bargain hunter and he's a sequel trilogy lover. So those two, literally the perfect marriage, because all sequel trilogy stuff, unfortunately, ends up.
Or fortunately, depending on.
Or fortunately for Will, if you will, then it ends up in a place that's where the cheap things go, but still good, but cheap. Rob, you've hyped us now because I want to hear what this early figure is that you started with.
It's called the Director. And it was the George Lucas figure, the director, who actually Elizabeth has in her studio. She has it up on the shelf with the die cast, the Bandai C-3PO and R2-D2.
Ooh, I need to get that C-3PO.
Oh, dude, it's so good. And then, but I think that I don't think that really counts because it was Hot Toys, but it wasn't licensed.
Counts, absolutely.
Yeah, I guess it counts. But I would say I don't know if I did get that first because the thing that I remember getting first was a Predator. And it was a Predator from Aliens versus Predator. And I don't know, was it the Celtic Predator? And back then they couldn't call them action figures. So they came in a big box, a big silver box. And it was action figure kit.
Yes.
And you had to put on the mesh, like the mesh costume, and it was so difficult to do because you could tear it really easily. So you had to be really careful. But they were great. I mean, and so the Aliens versus Predator collection, and then I had all of the Colonial Marines.
Yes, nice.
And yeah, and of that line, I still have my very first, the Power Loader and Ripley back in the day.
Okay. Not bad. I unfortunately didn't start in the early years like Rob did, so I'm, my figure's not that old also. The one that I got was also secondhand, like Will's first figure. I got it on eBay loose, no box, no accessories. It was the plastic Mark III. The original.
That's a great
plastic
figure,
Mark
though.
III. Yeah, he had the integrated missiles in the up in the trap section. He had the little expandable missile on his forearm. It was pretty cool, but the proportions are all kinds of wonky. Like his torso is so skinny. And I had the pink torso and panty issue on mine.
Oh.
It had faded, but I got it for like, I don't know, some insanely low price. I was in high school. You gotta cut me some slack. I was saving up.
But that was good. Those first three figures, the Mark 1, the Mark 2, and the Mark 3 were good figures. I mean,
yeah, for the time. Yeah. They definitely set the standard, and now we're getting real.
Wait, Mark Falis says in the chat, RMB, you actually paid for that, and then you had to do the work to put it together? Yes, you did. And it was a lot of work.
And it was worth it, though, I bet.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well,
absolutely.
even the body wasn't in one piece. You got
to plug the arms in. I remember. Yeah. But they were. I mean, they're just Hot Toys figures, just in parts. So it's still a great Predator.
No, they were even back then. They were incredible.
And the good thing about Predator is you can have that glossy skin texture. Like, they could nail it. It's not a likeness involved. So as long as it looks like Predator, which is a creature, you're good. And I know that Dean Knight actually prefers the original classic Predator, the Jungle Hunter, to the new one. He got rid of his new one and he got the original one back, the kit. So they must be good, I suppose. Anyway, hopefully that answered your question. S. Beam says, been a good week. Iron Scavenger and Flash were both delivered. Nice. Congratulations to you, sir. Looking forward to Captain Marvel. Your Spidey vid made me pull the trigger on Homemade Suit. If you didn't have Homemade Suit, I'm glad that I was able to introduce him to you in mid-dynamic pose, because he's really, really good. Ryan, you got Homemade Suit, yeah?
I did.
At one point.
Yeah.
Ryan.
Oh, Ryan, he's breaking your heart on live.
He's just kicking him out the door these days. Is Ryan? Open that door.
He's been known to be a heartbreaker. It's kind of
damn, Ryan. Damn. I was gonna say let's see your pose, but Ryan's just breaking hearts over here. Justin Sisk, Dream List from No Way Home. Ooh, this is a great question for all of us. Dream List, please, Ock, Green Goblin, and Electro. Ooh, you're going all villains. Well, I do want to hear everyone's list, but I'll get it started. I'm going to go with 3 because that's what Justin, great name. That's what Justin started with. So I'll do 3 as well. I'm going to go with hopefully we see them in the movie. Hopefully. Tobey Maguire suit, made by Hot Toys, high quality, 2021 release with a head sculpt. Want to see it. Andrew Garfield, number 2. New version of Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit, head sculpt again. Want to see that. The third one would have to be a Green Goblin. I love the Toy Zero one. Don't get me wrong. He's great. But I want to see a Hot Toys take on it. I want to see what that looks like. So that's my list. Rob, what are your top 3 Spidey figures that you want to see from No Way Home?
Well, I would like to reserve one that is something we haven't yet seen. And I don't know what it is. I just think that there's something that we haven't yet seen.
That mystery thing is on Rob's list.
The mystery box.
Whatever it might be.
The mystery box thing is on my list. Now,
okay, beautiful.
I would like a Hot Toys Doc Ock.
Yes.
Even though the third party Doc Ock is really good, I would like a Doc Ock.
Excellent. And your third?
A Lizard.
Ooh. Okay, like
I would
Venom
like-
style body with like that rubbery stuff. They could
Yeah.
kill him. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. I'd like a lizard.
Okay, that's a great list. And you can pop in with your amazing Spider-Man. One Spidey, if you have him, I'd love to see that. I'd be all over a lizard. Actually, you're right. Lizard would be great. Ryan, what do you got for us, Ryan?
My first one would be Green Goblin, because I was looking at a certain someone's video last night.
Wow.
And I bookmarked a certain
Shadow
page
Patrol.
where I can buy it. So
That's what you're watching.
Yeah. Subtle.
Okay, so Green Goblin.
Yeah.
What else you got for us? Give us a little more. Give us a little more, Ryan.
I'm gonna say Doc Ock,
Ooh.
because I'm all in on the villains at the moment. And third, I can't decide between which extra Spidey. So one of those two.
You know what? Something that we haven't mentioned that I would love to see. Some kind of Sandman thing. I don't know what they would do if it's going to be a base like they did last time. I just want to see a Sandman in some. Just give us sand if you don't want to give us a Sandman. Just like
box of
baggy, a little baggy of sand. Just have Howard just write Sandman, MMS, whatever it is, just on the little bag. Chuck it
Or
in. There you
sand,
go.
comma man. He's just giving you sand, man.
Sandman.
There we go.
Will, I know that Sandman is now on your list, but what's your other Spidey
All right.
wants?
So I'm gonna mostly follow the consensus here. Doc Ock is a must. I think we definitely need Doc Ock. Green Goblin with the glider. I think we need we already got integrated suits. That's fantastic. We need Toby. We need Andrew. Electro would be great, but whether that happens or not, I don't know. I don't know if it's realistic. I mean, it would look fantastic. It'd be great. Finally, Venom with Spider logo.
Oh my god. Do you want me to get it? I'll get it. Hold on, let me get it for you. While I add Lael to the stream.
Not that one, Justin. Not that one.
Hold.
Because he's gonna see Spider-Man and he's gonna be like, "Yo, I could."
This is the Will edition Venom. So
Yeah.
this is exclusive for Will. Here we go. The Hot Toys Venom with the Spider logo. If you all have been wondering what the hell Will's always going on about, this is what he wants to see. I don't know why. I don't think it looks that good, but you know, Will's been known to be a little bit of a wild card.
Yeah,
This is what he wants. So
a little bit.
a little bit, a lot of it.
bring in the spice tonight, Lael. 1/6 scale man himself.
What's up?
You're in the house.
I want to
How
say
are you?
something.
Say it.
Rob,
Say that something.
Yes, sir.
hats off to you, bro. I watched Tango Shalom and I loved it.
Really?
Yes, I did, bro.
Well, thank you,
Nice.
sir.
It was literally like I would suggest everybody watch it. It's like, you know, I put that up there with it's like a feel good film, bro. Like it is like a feel good film. I put it up there with like one of my favorites. Like I said, with Love Actually, bro. I really put it up there with that.
Dude, that is
Nice.
high praise. I'm a huge Love Actually fan.
Yeah, I put it up there with that, bro. I loved it. I literally loved it. We watched it today.
Nice.
Yeah, man. Rob did his thing.
Nice.
Rob
Well-
did his thing.
Well. I need to check it out myself. Is it showing here, Rob, in Australia? Maybe.
It's going to be showing in Australia at film festivals early in 2022.
Okay. Otherwise, I'll get it on digital. You said digital is available. I'll buy it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Otherwise, hello everybody. I'm so glad, man. I'm glad I'm
Well,
here. Times with me it's kind of difficult, especially right now, because everybody is trying to get the last minute. Like you got album releases that are expected to, from February, March. So clients and dealing with all of them is just kind of hectic. So I'm here and I'm glad to be here. And thanks everybody for inviting me and everybody out in the chat. How you doing, Ryan? My man,
Yo.
Mello. What's going on with you, boy?
I'm doing pretty good for 9 a.m.
Oh, it's 9 a.m. Brian.
Yes.
I'm so
So what I missed? Catch me up real quick in 3 seconds. Go ahead, go Will.
Lots of good stuff.
One word.
Oh,
Will.
excellence.
Oh no, I was
Excellent.
Spider-Man. We've been talking
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man a lot.
We
talking
also
Spider-Man?
talked about Lane, and we talked about my toe, and we talked about.
And
I don't
yeah,
want to talk
things.
about your toe. That's the last thing I ever want to talk about is your toe. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Kinda
That's not
want
going.
to,
That's
though.
not
I
going.
know.
I know you, Leo.
Just before you popped in, Lael, we were talking about top 3 wants, figure wants from No Way Home. Justin Sisk asked, top 3, what are your top 3? They can be villains, they can be Spideys, they can be side characters, whatever. Will gave us like 6.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Was it-
hopefully we'll finally see Lizard. You know what I mean? Because we definitely need a Lizard. And considering the simple
Yes.
fact that we already have, we have the Venom body type. They show that they can pull it off. Paint it green, add a tail, you'll be good. You know what I mean? Just give us Lizard. If they do, I don't want. Okay, I can understand that they were actually going to do like a Sandman diorama. They'll probably end up doing something, but just give us an actual Sandman like this. I mean, or this something that would just kind of make sense. And I mean, but if they give us the diorama, I'll take that. So that's 2 and 3. I would actually say, consider this simple. I don't know, because I'm just going to tell you right off the back, we're not going to get Electro. We're not.
I don't think so either, unfortunately. Someone will, though. Someone will.
Yeah, someone will, but Hot Toys will not make Electro. It's been proven. They're not going to do that. If anything, I would want to see the proper Green Goblin, but the new suit. Right. The new suit. Good point. The new suit, because there's going to be a new one, so give us the new suit. So I would actually want to see that. Yeah.
That is a good point. Which one would they go with? Would they do the 2.0 that we've seen with the hood and all that? Or because I know people would, or maybe they'll do a deluxe where you can swap out the parts, because I know people really want the Raimi one, the original.
Yeah. Some people want the Raimi. I'm sorry, I have the Raimi one, so I would not get it. I love this one. I really love this one. I love this one, so I don't really
even think about that, Lael. You've completely changed my thought process on this. I didn't even think about that.
It could be.
Okay, we'll have to wait and see. And we're about to get to we're about to get to talking to some figures. So there's 2 more super chats. We got some figures to talk about, so get excited for that. We're going to do Q and A questions, and also hopefully some answers. SJC says with a super chat, has anyone seen the KRS Saber Master Chassis for Raid's lightsaber? I have not. I assume that's a custom saber. I will look it up in my own time, and I will get back to you in a future stream to let you know what I think about it, because I haven't gotten much into custom sabers yet. Maybe I will one day. I don't know.
I have seen it.
I don't know. Oh, what do you think, Will?
Yes, it looks very nice. KRS Sabers makes really good custom sabers. I actually have the Kylo one right there. I could show you guys. I could pull it out.
Yeah, show it.
Yeah, but basically the chassis essentially is what holds the electronics typically. So it goes inside the saber, usually the battery. Hold on, let me get it.
Get it, Will. Moment of silence while Will dissects his display for us.
Moment of silence.
Oh, I thought there were going to be blades in there. Will, I thought there were going to be blades inside. Come on.
No. This is a lightsaber hilt. So they make the hilts only.
I see.
So
it's the snoot.
And then you get it painted by a master painter, or you can do the weathering service through them. But you can see
JC Hong did that for you.
Yeah, exactly. JC loves me, bro. He painted this Kylo for me. But it's like
nice.
The guy had Weston Staggs. He actually painted these. He painted a lot of my stuff, and he makes it as screen accurate as possible. So with the burnt, Quillians and all that kind of stuff. But no, you could install electronics in this, but this boy is already pretty pricey as is. And if you install electronics, it's a lot more. Yeah,
looks real good. It's metal, yeah?
Yeah, it's real metal. Yep, absolutely real metal. So real nice.
Beautiful. Okay, well, I'll definitely check out the Ray version.
Looks real good.
Christian Mayer says, with the super chat, with the 20th anniversary of Spider-Man coming next year, do you think we'll get any figures? A battle damage Spidey would be awesome. I don't think that Hot Toys will be paying much attention to that. Because they're usually pretty bad with the timing of things and with the anniversaries of things.
Yep.
Ryan, do you think, being the figure expert in Hong Kong, do you think your homegrown company will be making anything for the 20th anniversary of Spider-Man?
Oh, no.
No. You heard it here first from Ryan.
But if they do, I'll be first in line.
From Ryan on the ground. Yeah, I'll be right there with you. Don't you worry about that. S. Beam says, was curious your thoughts on movies from the 80s and 90s still being relevant enough to make figures from. Are there enough collectors who, I guess, are like us, for that time frame for it to be profitable? Tango and Cash figures, come on. My short version, and I'll hand over to the gents as well to get their opinions, my short version is no. I don't think that something like a RoboCop, which we all love and we will all buy. Say they make the villain, what's his name from the first movie? Something Bodega. I forget his first name. Clarence. Was it Clarence? It was, wasn't it?
Clarence was the Well, yeah,
the henchman guy who gets melted.
I don't even remember. It's been a while.
Anyway, say they make a Kane from RoboCop 2. Mm-hmm. I don't think they would sell as many units of Kane from RoboCop 2 as a single one of their Iron Man releases, even the least popular ones. And that's just unfortunately how things tend to go over time. There's still a lot of love for those franchises, but you have more hype, and hype kind of dictates what people are willing to spend money on. So right now, putting your Spideys up for pre-order, great time. If Hot Toys dropped a new Terminator with the best Terminator head sculpt of all time and a ton of accessories, and it was the best thing that anyone had ever seen from Terminator, yeah, great. I would love to get it, but now's not the time for that. Right. And unfortunately, there's not a bunch of new material coming out that will reinvigorate that hype. Hype is key when it comes to these things. Mm-hmm. Rob.
Yes.
What do you think?
About 80s and 90s movies?
Yeah, and if they are as relevant as they need to be to move units compared to modern stuff.
Alien, Back to the Future, Predator.
Classic franchises.
Ghostbusters.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would say my short answer is yes. I think there are iconic. There's a reason why we're getting Back to the Future 3 figures.
But there's a reason why we're not getting any Back to the Future figures.
We're not?
No.
Didn't we just get Marty McFly?
Sorry, Back to the Future. I was talking Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters.
Okay. I was confused too.
Yeah,
well,
I would say that we're not getting.
Sorry.
I would say that Blitzway that had the license released the 4-pack of those,
and they're great.
And they're great. And those are the 80s figures, and they released an Ecto 1. So I think the people that wanted to buy them bought them, and they might definitely get re-released. But I think absolutely that iconic franchises. Look at Exo 6, for instance, now releasing Star Trek figures. The first 2 figures they released were from 1996's Star Trek First Contact. So I think it really depends. I mean, a lot of our, I would say this, is Star Wars still a relevant franchise? It began in 1977.
Well, I think the difference there is there's modern material.
Yes.
Whereas a Terminator or Ghostbusters now is getting a lot of love, which is good.
I think what's interesting is Terminator, Hot Toys was all in on Terminator.
Yes.
All the way up through Terminator.
It was their first license, actually.
Terminator Salvation, and they did a lot of stuff. So, I would say absolutely.
Okay.
It depends on the franchise,
It does. Will, what you got for us?
Yeah, I think I'm more in line with you, Justin. I would say maybe, but it's so hard to sort of speculate on how big the collector market is of like older collectors like ourselves who have seen these films. Like maybe younger collectors coming in. I mean, I always hear a lot that these companies are concerned about bringing in new collectors, not as much about retaining the ones they have, right? So if that's the case, you could bring in Terminator, figures and Back to the Future and whatever else, Ghostbusters, and that might get some people in there, but probably not as much as something that's hot now, like Mandalorian, right? Like, or Book of Boba, or the newest Marvel film, the Spider-Man movies, right? Those are getting people now because you've just seen that. You've just seen it and you want something from it. So but I don't know. I mean, it just depends on how many units, I guess, you're talking about, how much they want to sell. I guess no Ghostbusters figure is going to sell like an Iron Man or a Spider-Man. So that's why you get so many of those, right? So at the same time, though, I mean, look at the Ghostbuster figures in the secondary market. I mean, they're crazy expensive. And if you want them, you're going to be paying like crazy for them. So there is definitely a market for those figures. And, I'd love to see some more Terminator figures. I don't think it's going to happen. I mean, I would love to see like another T-1000 or another T-800 remake. I would be all over those because I love Terminator 2 and Terminator 1. But, it just, I think realistically, I don't. I'm surprised Back to the Future figures came out at all.
Me too. I'm so surprised.
When that happened, I was like, huh. Like, they gave me hope for Terminator, though, because if they can do Back to the Future, maybe they'll do Terminator again. But, personally, I don't think they're going to. I think Hot Toys now has pretty much built their path. Like, they're going to stick with, they'll do some stuff like Empire Lando or things like that here and there, or Bespin Han maybe. But I think they're mostly going to stick to their big three, Star Wars, Marvel, DC. I think that's mostly what I think you're going to see, like, almost exclusively those figures now. And really not DC hardly at all. So you're going to see, like, mostly Star Wars and Marvel. So.
I agree with that. I think, Brian, it's Blitzway that still owns, or it holds the license for Ghostbusters at the moment.
They did before, at least, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I think so. Lael, what are you thinking?
What I'm kind of like in between here because I think with Hot Toys,
I thought us old men have to stick together, bro.
Yeah, we are, and I'm explaining to you why. Like I think we can because the biggest thing is when you think of Hot Toys as as a company and what they've done and what they were able to do in the very beginning before they switched. They did introduce certain IPs that we didn't see or certain people loved, and then they stopped, and once they got licensed to carry these others, then they stuck to it. I think that where they can kind of shoot themselves in the foot in the long run is the thing is they're making space for other companies to come in. To because they're about right now and have been as of late is yes, we might see some new releases. But then also you got to think about the simple fact that we've been getting re-releases after re-releases, Batman figure after Batman figure, Iron Man after Iron Man figure, and we're constantly getting those things. And the thing is, you have customers that are like, you know what, we want something different. They're making space for these third-party companies to come in and produce certain figures. They're making space for companies like Asmus and all these other companies to come in and take IPs that they won't. You know what I mean? So I think that if people see, a lot of these, a lot of 80s nostalgia and these figures reproduced, there's a market where people would actually grab them up because they're looking at them as grail pieces. If you look at a grail piece, then there's space for individuals to come in and collect. Whereas Hot Toys, they are focused on these these IPs such as Star Wars, DC and Marvel and stuff like that. That they're not really worried about it because they don't think in their minds that it's relevant, which I don't really understand because there is relevance for it. So I think that there's a space for it, but I think that a lot of these other companies are hoping that Hot Toys doesn't touch it. They don't want them to touch it because it just gives them a space to grapple it. So that's what I think.
Okay, fair enough. Well, Ryan, sitting there awful quiet. What do you got for us?
Thinking.
I'm kind of with Will when he said that we're mainly gonna see the big three because I just had a quick look back through the product catalog, and aside from Marty and Doc, the ones before that were when they were kind of going back was Robin with the quarter scale crotch and Batman. Batman Forever.
Out of scale.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think
that's it.
Because they're barely like with films that have new or with franchises that have like newer movies, like the Predator from like a couple years ago. They didn't make that Predator for a reason. This is
spicy. And by the way, we're not like hating on classic movies at all. I would love to see a Terminator line. In fact, I wish another company actually took the license, because these licensors, they have their licenses sitting parked at Hot Toys, and they're not seeing any product. They're not seeing any money coming in. What kind of a deal is that? Oh yeah, this company has the license. Do we get any return? No. They bid for the license and then they've done nothing with it. Like, what kind of benefit is that for them? Nothing. It's ridiculous. DC, pull the license, please. I love Hot Toys and I love the DC figures, but give it to someone who's hungry, like an Exo 6, a smaller company, and that can be their whole thing, is DC. Because there is so much gold there. Like, So Toys is trying to do DC stuff. By the way, I'm pretty sure their account has been, their Facebook account has been shut down now, because as soon as they announced Classic Loki, it was shut down.
Wow.
It was reported and taken down. But my point to that is, if you're not going to do a Classic Loki, then fuck off. Because they're the only ones who are willing to do it.
Right.
Like, just make it yourself. Literally just go and make it yourself. If you really don't want them to make a Classic Loki, just do one yourself, and I promise you they won't go anywhere near it. But people want it, and that figure looks insanely good.
Yeah.
Does it?
Insanely good. Mm-hmm. Someone asked, by the way, earlier, Ryan, do you collect third-party figures?
My only one is that Green Arrow that you gifted me a while back.
JC was the one who asked. JC.
Oh, JC Hong. Nice.
JC Hong. So kind of, I guess,
Kind of.
Yeah.
I wouldn't, Ryan. I wouldn't, because JC could really be JC Hong. I wouldn't say shit because then he won't let you in.
Yeah. Just
Don't say anything.
You won't be friends anymore.
Watch out.
He's
He's so mad that this Venom logo is painted on this this Venom. You know, he's like, oh, don't do that.
No more Iron Man raids.
Yeah, you better put that away.
For you, Ryan.
Yeah,
you won't be
yeah,
invited
Yeah,
anymore.
you better watch
Ryan.
out.
Ryan, just don't respond. Just say I can't confirm or deny. That's
Just
it.
plead the fifth. Plead the fifth.
Yeah, plead the fifth. Ryan, don't
He's
say
he's
nothing.
he's baiting you.
I'm
Ryan.
looking out. I'm looking out for you, bro. Don't say nothing.
Lael looks out for you,
Ryan,
man.
don't do that, bro. Don't.
Yeah.
Watch out, Ryan. Tobor says, Lael, Mike Thaler wants to see you Electro, please. Your Electro or you Electro? You as
My
Electro or your
Lael's playing
Electro?
Electro?
My Electro.
Yeah.
Is he talking about my? I
you-
just
you
have
have
the.
I'm not sure.
I have just I have the Hot Toys version from Spider-Man 2, but yeah, that was that's the only one I have. I mean, if you want to see that, I can show you, but that's really the only one that I carry. Is that the one you're talking about? Let me know. Let me know in the chat if that's the one you're talking about.
Yeah. Let us
Yeah,
know.
then
Let us know.
I can definitely show you that one. I honestly, like, I love that figure. Like I do.
He's great.
It's a really nice figure. It's definitely underrated.
Underrated. Yeah.
Extremely underrated. But for what it is, I love it. I love it.
Yeah. It's honestly for $70 because that's how much I paid. You can't do much
Nice.
better than that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, it's time for some Q and also some A. So I have figures that I have reviewed are all around me. You cannot see that. They are here. I promise you. Because I'm about
And
to bring them in.
I will say, and I'm going to go on the record and say this. And I haven't even reviewed it yet. I just took it out the box. Not reviewed it, but I haven't even posed it up yet for the next session. I have it, queued up and ready. That Nightwing. Yo.
That's a gift right there.
That
Justin. That's a
Nightwing.
gift. Someone
That
get that.
Nightwing, Rob, I'm telling you.
Mine's on its way.
That Nightwing is fucking incredible, bro.
It does look really good.
It
The 2 episodes
is.
I've watched.
Bro, it is. And the thing is, I'm gonna tell you how smart it is, bro. Because Justin, you talked about this on the review, and you were talking about like the Velcro pieces and how some of the pieces fell off in the box. Because it took me a while to figure out where they went, so I had to look back because
me
they
too.
don't give you directions. So I had to go back and look and figure out where those pieces went. But once I got them on, and on top of that, they did not tell you where that magnetic piece went in the back of his back. So I had to listen. I have the magnetic piece going like this around the body, just trying to find where it's gonna stick.
Oh my God.
And then it's stuck in his back, and I was like, okay, cool. That's exactly the way it is.
Still better than building a Magic case.
Yeah, so I mean that's fine. But I will tell you, I didn't realize it was as tall as it was, but in height it is true to scale. But that piece is phenomenal. I cannot wait. I'm gonna have so much fun posing that thing up. But now look, we already know Will's never gonna get it because he's not a third party guy.
I've only
so
seen
we're
like
not
2
even-
episodes of the show. So.
You're not. You're
Or
not.
3.
Yeah,
Will,
so
you need
exactly.
to finish it. Come on.
I know.
You do need to finish it. But Rob, once you get
like
this
that.
figure in hand, bro, I just want you to please tell me how you feel, bro.
Oh, you think I won't?
Oh yeah, Rob will.
No, I'm very excited. Look, I have to say, I loved the Robin figure. Wait.
Yeah.
Where do I have it? It was back here.
Oh, we're going to see him.
Bro, that Nightwing.
Cameo,
Oh my
let's see.
God. I was in love from the word go when I opened that box, bro.
This figure is
Yeah.
This figure is just I only have great things to say about this figure.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, even down to the wires and the cape,
Yeah.
and how you can really, do some really great poses with this
Yeah.
cape.
Yeah.
Real nice.
I mean, it almost flutters in the breeze. It's just
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. And this is a testament to what you were talking about, Justin. Like So Toys is killing it when it comes to figures.
killing it.
Absolutely.
They are literally killing it when it comes to DC figures and other figures that they're releasing. And it's like, yo, give them a chance. Like literally if there's certain things that you will not do, give them a chance because they are killing it and you could make money. Like literally the company could make money. So basically you're relying on a company who's not giving you a turnaround on certain things that you may want. But then there's other companies that are like, okay, well, we'll do it, and you're not giving them a chance.
I wonder if So Toys could actually get a license.
I would love to see that officially licensed. Come on,
because I mean, if Hot Toys aren't going to make these figures,
yeah, Hot Toys would have to allow it.
Yeah,
right.
You think they would have to allow it? They probably.
Well, that's
would.
what happened with Jazz Inc. So Warner Brothers had various companies in various countries holding the license to that scale and vehicle specifically. So they had to go around and ask all of the companies. And then he had a big checklist. It was like, yep, we're good to go in Australia. Yep, we're good to go in the US. So obviously Hot Toys in Hong Kong and I think Japan as well, they had that license. So they would have to go and ask Hot Toys, and Hot Toys would be like, no, we need to keep that license. We're not going to do anything with it except for Christian Bale Batman. But you'll love Christian Bale Batman. So shut up and buy Christian Bale as Batman.
See.
In all the scales. Every single scale. We've got a 12th scale version. We've got a 6th scale version. And now we've got a quarter scale version again. Mm-hmm. So as long as you, Christian Bale Batman apparently is just anything that DC can offer is just Christian Bale Batman. Mm-hmm. Nothing else.
Mm-hmm. Anything Dark Knight trilogy, Joker and Batman, yeah.
Because they think
mostly Batman.
That's the thing is, listen, the more they buy, the more people buy, the more they'll continue to basically make those figures. That's it. If you don't want them to continue to, don't buy them. Seriously, just don't.
I mean, I love Christian Bale Batman.
But that's what I'm saying. People want it,
and
that's what I'm saying. Like the more people buy it, that's the problem. But they just don't give people a chance. That's just.
I'll have to ask. I'll have to defer to the expert. Lael, is this a character pose?
Yeah, it is.
There you go.
It actually is. It's a character pose.
I agree.
He actually does this a lot in the show. He stands there, a bit sassy. My sister hates him because she's like, he thinks he makes it seem like he's too cool. He thinks he's so good, and I'm like, but he is so good. And she's like, yeah, but he knows it.
He is so good.
He is.
Every time he comes on screen, she's like, I fucking hate that guy.
Kind of like with Iron Man.
This 13-year-old girl who, this guy's supposed to be a heartthrob for all these young Sheilas. He's an Aussie actor, we love him, one of our own. But she hates him so much. And it's so funny. I always poke. I was like, look, there he is again. And she's like, bloody hell.
There he is being so good.
I just want to complete them all. I need to complete the line, bro. Literally. Yeah, I do.
You do. And we've got Superboy coming.
Yes.
And we've got, he includes Crypto. So technically, not a member of the team.
We did see the Beast Boy.
They're working on a Beast Boy.
Yeah.
I don't know who else they've announced. Hopefully we get the rest.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get the rest. Rob's so mad he's jumped on out. Jazzy says, is that Nightwing based on TV show or Arkham? This is from Titans. Hot Toys, the one that they've teased, is from Arkham. So hopefully they make that. Big Schlong Timmy Jr. says, I'm a hype for the So Toys Gambit. Please review it. Of course I'm going to review it. And it's going to go right there with my X-Men collection. I am very excited to see it. TLC says, the magnetic piece is Nightwing's tramp stamp. This little
superhero tramp stamp.
I know, by the way, he's not supposed to have the thing on the back, and also be holding the batons. They're the same. I think they're called scremmer sticks.
Yeah.
He's supposed to only have one set, but
that's the thing. Like they just didn't. Yeah. If I didn't watch the show and just kind of look where I had to literally. I was watching everything you did and froze. I would just stop it and pause. I was like, okay, that's where.
Trying to see where. Because
they don't give you freaking directions, bro. Like, come on, man. Come on.
Does anyone, by the way, on the panel and also in the chat, do you have any questions about this? Before we move on, we've got Thunder Toys Spidey here, and we've got Hot Toys Captain Marvel here. So those are the next two that we'll.
I have a question.
He looks great.
Yes, go.
I have a quick question. Will, are you going to get this?
Absolutely not.
Really?
I've only seen like 3 episodes of the show, Lael.
See, I think here's Justin. This is what I don't think this is fair. I don't think it's fair that he enables you to get statues, but he won't get a figure that you. You know what I mean?
So unfair.
That is unfair, bro. That's unfair, Joe. That's unfair. You can't be.
He enables me too. He enables me.
He's not even getting. He's not even getting the classic Loki, and that is Loki.
I do want the alligator Loki though. So if anyone's selling that separate,
nope, you got to get the figure to get it. Why would you not get that classic Loki, bro?
Because it looks great layout, but it's just not one I feel like I need. I need the Loki, and I need the.
If you're getting Sylvie, And you're getting, and you're also getting that. Are you getting the show Loki?
Yeah,
or you're not?
For
Are you
sure,
passing?
for sure. That's
so you're getting that, right?
Yeah.
So, bro, the scene with all three of them, bro. Can you imagine how that would look?
Glorious purpose for sure. So I'm not saying it's totally ruled out. I'm not saying it's totally ruled out, but I don't feel like I need it right now. I don't feel like I need it.
He's going to get it. He's going.
But it's one that I want to see the final product because I don't trust third party very much. So I'll see the final product. So we'll see. Justin loves So-So. I know he loves So-So, but I'm
bro,
listen. on them. So.
Bro, listen. So-So did not make that Ebony Mall.
I know that was infamous toys.
That was
Toys era.
Exactly. So
I've never seen a So-So product be worse than the prototype. It's always better or exactly the same.
It is.
The way I'll do it with them though
is they've released
I'll
like
wait for the
50
final
figures
product
by now.
I'll wait for the final product, and if I like it, then I'll get it. That's what I do with I canceled Homelander, so I canceled Homelander because I want to see. I got my NRD back, so like I was like, I'll just wait. I'll wait and see the final product, and then I'll make my decision.
Well, he's going to get it. He's going to get it.
I might. The Loki does look really good. Also, I'm not. The costume is really great, but I don't know if it would fit really in my display. Like I don't know. It looks great for the show and what it is classic looking, but it's like it looks great, but I don't know if it would fit. So I'm kind of I don't know. It looks great though.
It's going to work.
Will.
I'm getting those other two Lokis. I'm getting the core Lokis, the two.
I'm trying to be on Will's level with the one-liners. It's not working for me. It doesn't work for me. Like I gotta keep practicing, bro, because those one-liners, you gotta be slick about it.
Yeah, I'm slick.
We'll see what happens when it comes out.
I got faith in you.
Christian Mayer says, "Do you think we'll see a 1/6 scale Storm? I would love to see it.
Oh man,
I would love to see it.
Oh,
I would love to see it.
Oh man."
Cuervo says ab crunch. Yes, I showed the ab crunch in my review. It's not very good because there's a rubber like overlay here. The ab crunch, there's not a ton of movement out of the ab crunch. So unfortunately, no. But in the show, I would imagine the suit is restrictive as well.
But there is waist rotation though.
You got rotation. You can
that's
do it
all
if you detach the Velcro.
That's all I need.
If you detach the Velcro here and then you crunch it, and then you push the Velcro back down. Yeah, you can get it done if you wanted to.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't bother on mine. Daryl says, bought 2 to change 1 to red. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. 'Cause, Nightwing in red.
Daryl, my man, bro, you just gave me an idea, brother. Why, Daryl? Why you holding out on me, man? Come on, Daryl, bro. You supposed to be helping me out, man. Yeah, I might do the same. I just might do the same.
I wouldn't be saying no to that either. Mikester says, when are you going to compare Doc Ock next to Thunder Toy Spidey? The reason I didn't do it in the review, and this is maybe a very selfish reason, but the reason I didn't is because Doc Ock is in the middle of my display there, and there's a bunch of figures surrounding him, so I would have to dismantle that entire display to get to Doc Ock delete the pose. I would have to turn the pose back to a neutral pose, and I'm a fan of the pose.
Yeah,
you will
and
see
it's
him
hard to find
next...
that to get that pose. Like sometimes when you pose it a different way, and then you try to find that pose, you lose it. Yeah, you do. I get that. I agree with you on that. I really do.
That is why I didn't. SJC says, are they making Jason Todd? Yes, they are. You can have that official confirmation. Actually, I don't know if I was allowed to do that, but I don't really care. I did it anyway.
I know you told me. You told me first. So I'm happy.
I've already seen a picture, and it looks really good. So,
yes, it does.
You know,
yeah, it does. Kind of looks like Will.
Oh, yeah. Everyone keeps sending me like, "Oh, this reminds me of you. This is like you." Just about everybody. I have a common face. I don't know.
There you go, Will. Let me scroll back up and see if there are any questions about Nightwing. It seems no. The ab crunch. We addressed the ab crunch. Arthur Morgan by Limb Toys and Must Buy. I have it. It's outside my collection room. It's sitting there waiting to be reviewed. I'm playing Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm playing it.
I'm so proud of you, Justin.
Wow. And what do you think?
I'm enjoying most of it, but there are some things that I'm really not loving, and it's the tedium. You can tell that they really love cowboys, but too much. Like, okay, I like the core game elements, but in Ghost of Tsushima, when you're walking around and you swipe up the thing or whatever it is and you summon your horse to you, no matter where that horse is, he will come to you. In this game, you have to be in range of your horse. So I was off doing something in the town and I drove the wagon into the town And then when I finished my mission, the wagon had left. So I had no horse. It took me like 25 minutes to walk all the way back. Like, I understand you want to make it realistic, but there's a suspension of disbelief so that the game is still fun. That was not fun. I was
You needed a horse Uber. Yeah.
Wait, this is 25 real minutes? Or
yes,
in-game
real minutes.
That never happened to me. That's interesting. My horse was always around. Yeah.
I swear to God,
Another one was I was bounty hunting, and then the guy fell into the river, right? And I was riding his horse, but then his horse died for some reason. And then I was running down the river, and I lassoed the guy, and then I had to carry this guy all the way back to my horse.
Hope the bounty was worth it.
The bounty was $50. It was not worth it.
Justin's the worst cowboy.
Yo.
So that is what I don't like, and there are so many like little mechanics that are just unnecessary. Like you want to open this menu and this menu, and it's like, oh my god, there's so much. Like, just get all that crap out of it and just let me play the game. That's all I want to do. I don't want to spend time in this little menu looking at this little thing. It's just the tedium. I'm not liking the tedium. Will was right when he said it's a cowboy simulator, because I feel like with the complexity, that's what that is. And Mike says, it sounds like real life stuff. That's not why I play video games. Thank you. There's a suspension of disbelief. Ghost of Tsushima is the perfect example. It is
It's true though.
simple.
I said you got to steal a horse. Yeah, just steal a horse from somebody, bro.
I know, because then you get
sit there playing that game. It was like, fucking Will.
Go maybe become a cowboy.
Back for 25 minutes.
I know he's like, yo, Will.
I know the whole time he's like dragging that guy on his back for his bounty. He's like, God damn it, Will.
Yeah, I was not loving that. And even Steph was like, what the hell is this? You're walking for miles.
Do you like Arthur Morgan at least?
I guess. I don't know. He's kind of not really done much of anything. We've just sort of like killed a few people, I guess. And like he's just grumpy a lot. So I will let you know how I go with that.
Okay.
I feel like I haven't played enough of the game to review that figure yet, because there's stuff that I know that he comes with that I haven't seen yet. So I'm going to keep playing, and I will let you know. But the tedium is kind of bothering me a lot.
As soon as you get a lot of money, buy one of the really fast horses, and you'll get around. And there's also fast travel. There's fast travel you can do.
Oh, there's fast travel. Okay, well, I haven't gotten that yet. How far are you in the game? I've played maybe 4 hours, maybe 5.
That's not bad. I think it's like
I got
50.
a whistle for the horse. Yeah, I got a whistle for the horse, but the horse. It literally says your horse is out of range for your whistle. So he couldn't come. Anyway, Red Dead Redemption. I'll give you an update each week when we stream. Let's talk about this. This guy.
This is what I wanted to know from you. This is the question I have from you.
Freaking look at the proportions on him.
So it's good. It's a good figure.
And
is that new?
This is the new one. This is the Thunder Toys one.
Is it worth it?
So people were saying that his outfit is baggy and he looks like Migo. Where is the bagginess?
No, that looks pretty great, dude.
It looks pretty good to me,
You have
bro.
to spend a moment, just a brief moment, moving the fabric around to get it to look perfect. This literally looks like the game model from the PS4 game. The proportions, the shading. He's got shading on his abs. It looks so good in person. I love this.
It reminds me, okay, if I was ever looking for nostalgia, if I wanted nostalgia in a figure, from what I'm seeing with this, it is. Rob, stay with me with this real quick, bro.
I've got my Spider-Man 3 figure right there that I love.
Bro,
Yes,
but I'm taking this even further, bro. This reminds me, in a good way, this reminds me of the Spider-Man television show we got back in the 80s and early 80s, late 70s, This is what it reminds me.
Nicholas Hammond's in No Way Home.
Is he?
No.
He should be.
Wait a minute, not that I know of. If he shows up in No Way Home, I didn't know that. I mean, come on now. People
nah,
like,
but it does.
I'm going to get as in much trouble as John Campea got in trouble.
I know, you're going to be in big trouble.
You don't want that.
Big trouble.
But no, that figure
Sony,
looks
please,
good, bro.
leave this
It
man
looks
alone.
good. It looks like so it is, because I was thinking about it, but I was like, I would let you get it first just to kind of review it and let me know. if it's a good buy? What you think?
I think that if you were contemplating getting this is the Hot Toys one.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, this horrible neck issue where the fabric is like, and it's not an issue. This is just how it was designed back in the day, where the head and the neck is all one piece. So you want the fabric to go up underneath. This guy has a separate head, so he has a chin. So huge difference there immediately. The second is the body. Hot Toys uses stock body for this, and I'm not sure if you can see, but you can very clearly see the body's nipples through the suit.
He's just looking at Mary Jane.
Spider nips.
I don't know if that is some realism thing that people like.
It was cold out.
It's rather distracting when you have a light pointing down directly at him, and you see that on your Spidey. So this new one, again, doesn't have that. Also, this one doesn't have any shading on the abs, so it's very flat.
Yep.
Whereas the Thunder Toys one has the shading, which is movie accurate. That shading was on the movie suit. The only thing that I like better about this is the color. I like the darker blue better. And it is darker, very clearly, as you can see. This one is still great, but I like the darker blue better on the Hot Toys one. That is it. Everything else, actually no. The lenses I like better because there's like a depth and there is that mesh behind.
Let me see the lenses on the other.
The other one, I will take the head. I can take the head off, actually. Okay. The lenses on this one are just painted chrome silver.
Okay.
They're still fine, and you can still see there's a bit of texture there, but they're not as textured as the Hot Toys one, which I prefer. Also, for some reason, this one has light-up eyes. I don't know why, but there's an LED in there, and you can light up
spider senses.
Spider something.
Could be.
It's a bit
weird. Happens. You know, maybe he needs to read something in the dark.
Peter Tingle.
Maybe. But yeah, I don't know about the light up eyes, but everything else about this guy I think is superior to the Hot Toys. Plus, he can stand. The ankles on my Hot Toys one are like, there is nothing there. There's no give there at all. So yeah, I would get this Thunder Toy Spidey. It's relatively cheap. It's a great posable version of Spidey because his outfit is fabric. We love fabric outfits. I honestly say it's a win. It's a win for Toy Zero.
Okay.
So if you're considering it, get it. If you're waiting for Hot Toys, wait for Hot Toys. I don't think this is in danger of selling out, so I'm pretty sure you should be able to get it. Then again, it might. I don't know. I don't know.
See, I might
we'll
do
see.
it, bro. I'm thinking about really doing it.
Let's see if there are any questions while you'll contemplate. Let's have a look. Where can I purchase Night Vigilante? I got mine from Comic Sanctorum. If you don't want to buy there, totally fine.
1/6 Outfitters is out.
1/6 Outfitters, there you go. Tom Holland's Spidey costume sucks compared to this one. Ooh, bit of spice for Tom Holland's Spidey. This is a great suit. Don't get me wrong, I love it. But I also love Tom Holland's suits. I love them too. There was a light breeze. Yeah, definitely. How good is the body for posing? Pose it. Well, I have him in a power pose right now, so I'm not going to change it. Unfortunately, Big Schlong Timmy Jr. with your super chat. Thank you for the super chat. The pose, it's great for posing. It's great.
These usernames are just getting better and better. Dude.
I know, they are getting better and better. The third-party reviews is in the house. Thanks for checking out the streams. He says, the diorama base that comes with the DX version is amazing. Heavy, but really well done. It's very big and it's very heavy, but I love it. I would just go for the standard, though, if I were you. I would just go for the standard. It's the standard one. Classic Spidey. I'll show you him once more. I'll show him up close once more. There we go. I have him on the Hot Toys base, actually, from Spider-Man 3. He looks real good. The proportions
Justin
are what sold me.
So composed. Justin is always just so composed.
He's
that.
a true cowboy.
I need to learn that because I swear I could never do it.
Every week, we next the adventures of Cowboy Justin. Yes, we will next them.
We will next.
We will next.
Yeah.
Then I'll be the cowboy. You know. Oh, tip of the hat there
Oh,
for
can
you.
you guys do your list of top 5 companies? Top 5 figure companies. That's a good idea.
Oh, that's a good one. We can. Hold on, let me just scroll back down on the comments. I'm just trying to see because I want to move on to Captain Marvel because she's sitting here too. By the way, while I'm doing that, Will's horse is coming soon.
It sure is. It was supposed to ship today, but it didn't.
What?
So I'm
That's disappointing.
upset because I'm a diehard horse collector and I'm very upset right now. So I'm in a fragile state. So it was supposed to ship from
Are you
Sidetracks.
talking 6-scale horses or real horses?
6 scale. Yeah, if I had a real horse, I wish I did, honestly. But it's the James Dean horse from Star Race.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm getting it, Rob, because it's going to go really well with my Arthur Morgan from Red Dead 2.
Are you going to get the horse that Commodus rides from the Gladiator movie?
Maybe I should.
Getting that horse.
If I'm going to be a horse collector, then maybe
he's going to have a full stable of horses,
Fine.
and then they'll never come when you
I feel that about my ladies. Sorry.
Exactly right.
Hey, Ryan, I have a Ryan.
It's like stops.
Thank you, Aaron, for the super chat. Find your horse foundation. Will Luckilly's found his horse. I think I'm going to get a horse too. I think.
Dude,
I think I have.
When you unbox Arthur Morgan, you'll see you need a horse. Yeah.
Okay, all right. I think I will.
And especially if you're riding a horse all the time, you're doing all those bounties. You're Cowboy Justin. You need a horse.
Yeah, exactly. Ryan, thanks for taking great pictures for us. Yes, Ryan, you are the Peter Parker of figure collecting. You got
Ryan,
the camera going.
Ryan, I have a quick question for you.
Oh,
all right.
Do people? Okay, so because you're known now for taking these pictures.
He's known.
He's extremely known now for taking these pictures. Like that's. Do people inbox you and ask you to go out and take photos, bro? Do they do that to you?
No.
Okay, good.
Come on, man. Your cover's blown. Your inbox is going to fill up.
Only JC and Howard. That's it. Just them.
Yeah, that's just them.
Yeah.
Just Ryan's PM list. Yeah. JC, Howard.
I'm surprised that Howard and JC wouldn't be calling you because your pictures are so damn good.
I know.
They make their product look so great.
I know.
And get us all to drop pre-orders on figures that don't come out 2.5 years from now.
Right.
NRD.
Like, I look at Ryan Kirkwood's pictures. I'm like, click.
Yes, please.
Yep.
Pre-order. My money's gone. They're collecting interest on it for the next 2.5 years.
Ryan needs commission. Yeah.
Yes.
Ryan does.
He sells a lot.
JC. You know, we know you love us, and Howard too. Sort Ryan out.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Make sure he gets 2 figures, and you can address one of those to me. I'm brokering the deal. Pray I don't broker it any further.
Any further? I like that.
10%.
I like that one. I like that. That was crazy.
It's a great point. Mike's still with the customizing tips today. Order a second Thunder Toys to paint it black. I'm hoping that they make a black suit. I have the Hot Toys one, and he is fantastic. I love the Hot Toys black suit, Spidey. But I'm hoping that we do get a Thunder Toys one with the new body, maybe with some more accessories. I don't know what they could give him, but I would love to see it. Great tip, though. I do have 2. I got 2 of these. I don't know why, but I do have 2. Do they ask to use your pictures, Ryan Kirkwood? S-Beam. Do they ask to use your pictures, Mr. Kickoff?
Does who ask? If you're talking about Hot Toys, then no, they use their own pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, boys. Let's get Ryan a photography gig. He wants the staff job, you know.
Come on, man. They need to do it.
Come on. Travis John says, thoughts on a Neo reissue because of the new movie? Well, Neo looks very different in this movie.
He looks just
but they do have the John Wick head sculpt.
Yeah.
They do have. I'm tempted to pop that
Cyberpunk.
John Wick head sculpt on that Neo body and see what that looks like. Has anyone done that? Surely.
No.
You know what?
I sold mine.
I don't have it. I don't. I should. And I was supposed to have it, but when it got delayed, I got pissed and I canceled it.
Really?
Yeah, I was.
It's a good figure. Just the head sculpt wasn't great. I think it was honestly the hair. Justin, remember we saw the rooted hair one? It was the hair and the beard with John Wick that were like kind of subpar.
Yeah. We saw. Will and I looked at a photo of a rooted hair version of the Hot Toys sculpt, and it looks fantastic.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Oh, really?
It looks real good.
So I don't know.
So no more questions on Spidey. So let's get him out. Spidey, get out of here, man. What are you doing? Let's talk about Captain Marvel, because this was one that I reviewed recently as well. I do want to get y'all's thoughts on Captain Marvel. Let's start with Rob. Rob, what do you think about Endgame Captain Marvel?
You know, I have to tell you, I was not going to get this figure because I love the original version. I mean, you know, I've got her. I've had her. I don't know why. I just have her hanging out because I've wanted to meet, you know, a girl like her. I don't know. Wow. But so I after watching your review, I'm like, I have to have that figure because I'll tell you something. That head sculpt's good, but I like this classic Captain Marvel figure with the long hair and not the powered up. I want to get that figure and have the flame on head. What do you want to
The
call
helmet?
that?
How good does the helmet look on this body, by the way?
It looks amazing, and that's what because I really love.
But you saw my
the
review,
sassy leather jacket over the clothing.
They made sure that you couldn't do that.
Yeah,
right. It's not possible, is it? Yeah,
but
it's possible, but you have to.
Yeah.
But with that figure, I want to get the endgame figure and have her, in battle flying. And because I love this. I love the suit in this, but I do love the red. I love the sash on the endgame version. It's badass.
It is badass. I'm just so mad that they changed the neck connector for absolutely no reason. There is no reason for you to change.
What you wanted to do.
Because the body is exactly the same. There is no reason. It's compatible. You have to take out. I used my pliers and I took out the neck connector from the original, and I took out the ball joint in this one, and I swapped them over. And you can do it, but the neck connector no longer looks very pretty now. After I've used my pliers on it.
Why do you think they did that?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you, because I don't,
like you said, they didn't want you to do it.
Reason except
money.
for that.
Money.
Except for that.
Money. Because they knew people would probably want to do something like that, so they wanted to ensure that that's the only other reason I can think of.
I mean, that kind of thing is really frustrating.
It's very
when you're looking at these figures and because if you think about it, I mean, these figures, let's just call it $250 each. That's how I think of it, if not more.
Yeah.
And that is they have created a market that didn't exist. They created the back in when I first bought them, they've managed to make that market go from $150 over the last 15 years to $250. That's a huge, for a company, that's an amazing feat, that the product is the same, but they're charging you $100 more. They've almost doubled it. They're making money hand over fist with these figures, because it probably costs them, I don't even want to know what it costs them to make these figures. Don't have a problem with it. But they've cultivated talk about brand loyalty. They're the brand. They're like, everything is here and everything else is lower than them. And they've cornered this market. And I feel like of all of the companies in the world, they care about their customers the least.
I agree. I agree.
And I mean, here they've created a market of people that have nothing but love. I got nothing but love for Hot Toys, but they don't love me.
Yeah.
And it's such a weird, like, you would think that they would have some kind of a online presence where they interact with their fans and their customers, and that they would, I mean, if how many companies have video channels on YouTube with thousands of hours of content analyzing their product? And all of the I mean, I'm sure there's a lot, but I mean, grown men and women who are buying these products, and I feel like sometimes, I mean, I love them, but the man, where's the love? Where's the love of their customer base?
Yeah, I don't feel it. I don't feel it. I think you're 100% right. They do care about their customers the least. I wish they would pay more mind to customers, but I don't think they ever will, unfortunately. And it's real sad. It's real sad.
No, and I don't know. I don't know what that is a function of, but it's baffling to me, considering all the engagement that even channels like yours or what we're doing right now. I mean, you have 400,000 subscribers.
410.
410,000 subscribers.
There you go.
Right.
People subscribe to you because they love Hot Toys. That's
not because they love me. I'm totally honest. They love the product. That's how good the product is.
They also love your presentation of the product. I mean, let's face it. Nobody subscribes to a YouTube channel if they don't like the YouTuber.
Yeah.
YouTuber, and I'll tell you. Here's what I've learned. People subscribe to your YouTube channels because you are genuine.
Yeah.
That's it. They want to believe in you, and people can tell. They can tell in about 5 minutes whether you're genuine or not. And that's why they subscribe to your channel, because your love of the figures, your love of the product is inherent in all the work you do. And that's why they subscribe. So they do like you. Yeah, they like the product, but there's lots of other people that review things.
I'll take it. Thank you.
I just don't understand why they, as a company, I mean, it's almost like we love hot toys despite hot toys.
Almost.
It's literally that. And I think maybe because they started off as such a small company and they are still such a small company that they have that small company mindset, but they must know. Surely they must know that they can no longer, or they are no longer that same small ragtag group of people that they were originally. Surely. I don't know. I'll ask Howard all of these questions if I ever get to meet the guy again, which I'm hoping to. So, I will definitely ask.
And the thing is, it's so funny because we all really do love them. Like, we hang on their every release. Yeah. And I'm like, and we can't wait to get it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I have to say, I think in my lifetime, there has been very few things that I have bought that bring me as much pleasure as opening a box with a hot toy figure in it. I mean, the whole process, the collector packaging,
except for the plastic on the hands and the feet.
I hate that so much. And I'm like so nervous cutting it.
Just don't tape it. Like, just put it on there, but just don't tape it up, and then it will still be. I hate that. Is the most.
Yeah, it's very stressful.
Everything else.
I'm just gonna. You know what? I'm gonna have a list. I'm gonna write a whole bunch, just a long list, and I'm gonna email it to Ryan and have him just go. I need him to actually just go and deliver my grievances.
Can't you just slip grievances and leave them in places around secret base that, like, the janitors will find and give to the
manager? List of grievances.
Yeah.
I better hand that up the chain. Let's get this.
No one will know. The Ryan will just hide them places. So the
janitor will give it to Howard. Howard will be like, again? They show up every week.
Ryan, bloody hell.
I know. Who is this Ryan Kirkwood?
Ryan will just send we'll ask viewers from around the world to send in their list of grievances, and Ryan will just slip them in.
That'll be a very long list.
No one will know.
I like that. Someone
said that the reason they did it was because the original Captain Marvel is still available to buy. No. If you go to Secret Base in Hong Kong, you cannot still buy the original. Yes, it's in stock in other stores. Yes, it's still in stock at Sideshow. But also, when they were designing this and they were doing the R&D for this, they weren't like, are we predicting 2 years' time that the original one will still be on the market? Let's make the change to the body. There was no way for them to predict whether the original would have sold it. So that is not the reason why they changed the neck peg. The reason that I feel like they did it is because they just didn't want you to have that compatibility, because this outfit plus the longer hair is the look that she's going to have very clearly going forward. So when we see her again, if you can already pull off that look, why would you be buying another one? I think that is why. I could be wrong. I don't know, but that's what I feel. Will, what do you think about this? Back to this thing. This awesome Captain Marvel figure. What do you think about Captain Marvel?
I like... What'd you say, Lael?
Wild card.
Oh, I actually liked it. Why am I getting soloed right now? I actually like, but I like
you deserved it.
No, it's fine. I don't deserve it. I like Captain Marvel. She's not my favorite character though. Like she's
only been there for 5 minutes.
Yeah, she's only been there 5 minutes. But the original film I saw, right? Like it was okay. Like I liked it. Like I don't think it's terrible or anything. It's not bad, but I enjoyed it overall. It's pretty solid. But I didn't really connect with her character that much. It was more so like the atmosphere and the surrounding characters. Captain Marvel was pretty solid. But I think overall, I like this Endgame suit a lot more. I like it more than the original. So, and Rob makes really good points about the original with the leather jacket. That's pretty cool. Like, that's a cool setup.
And Goose. Don't forget Goose.
Goose lurking.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, that's it's one of the best accessories. It's a top tier accessory.
Come on.
Actually, it's Goose, and then you get Captain Marvel as an accessory, I feel.
Oh, yeah, it's just like that with Classic Loki. You get Florida Loki, and then you get Classic Loki.
And Australian Thor.
All of the power-up things that she comes with is pretty cool.
But, so I don't know, though. I mean, I think, Justin, you and I even talked about it. I think she probably is a low batch. Like, I don't think she's going to be a super popular figure, but at the same time, if you want her, I think people should go out and get her. But
I hope she is, because that means I'll get her sooner, because I didn't actually get her first batch. And I got her through the company that we shall not name. And that was because, honestly, it was before I actually did decide to go the route of getting, day one first batch figures. I had pre-ordered it originally through them. So I'm hoping it is, and I'm hoping that we'll get her soon. Probably I'm hoping in January or something like that.
Yeah, but my thing, Lael, is like if she's not, like, and honestly, I would wait if you really want her. I mean, the previous Captain Marvel is like free right now. So I mean, I think, I mean, it's like on Toys Wonderland, they're just like, you take it, please, like
get it out of here,
get it out of here. We don't want it anymore in our warehouse. It's taking up space. No, it's that's what I think this figure is going to do too, despite the fact that I think it's better. But I think Captain Marvel, like you said, Justin, has not quite hit the popularity. And all Marvel figures, Iron Man Mark 85 is, I mean, sitting 2 right now. So Marvel figures are just not quite selling that great like they used to right now. So not saying it can't come back, I think it will, but I think Captain Marvel is going to be majorly discounted over time, especially secondhand when people get her and sell her. So if you like kind of want her, I'd say just wait and you can get her a lot cheaper probably.
Oh, okay.
That's my
But those Mark 85 figures, those are expensive, man.
They are
$400.
But now they're like $300. So, and people still aren't buying them.
I mean, it's a great figure.
It is. It's a really good figure. Yeah, from what I've seen. I think maybe people are just waiting for the 85 battle damage. Maybe that's what it is.
I think you're right. But also they made so many, Will. They made
like the Mark 50. The Mark 50.
Many.
Too. Yeah.
Mark 50. Perfect example because they made a ton of those. I'm pretty sure you can still get it for like...
They turned them into Doctor Stranges.
Yeah.
So.
They turned them into Doctor. They had so many.
I'm all for that, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm all in.
I can't wait to see it.
The Captain Marvel looks really good. I don't think she's a pickup for me though. I'm not that connected to her character. I don't like her character that much yet.
Fair enough. Lael.
Told you he was a wild card. Yep.
He's a wild card. What do you think?
Oh, I'm getting it.
Okay.
I mean, I'm again. It's not me being a fan of Captain Marvel from the film. It's me being a comic book fan of the character in the books. But the thing is, again, she even in the comics she wasn't really a popular character, and it's just because of the level of arrogance. But even still, like I mean, just the character design, just the power set, and I just love the way the figure looks. You know what I mean? So yeah, I was already planning on getting it once they announced it. I was hoping that there would have been slight improvements on the suit itself, but when I watched your video, I was like, yeah, it's still the same. It's
the same material, but the whole suit is brand new. So there's
I was talking about more so articulation because it's still restrained. Hey, we said the same thing, and look what we got with So Toys or was it Toys Era, the green meanie or whatever you want to call it.
The green meanie.
Gangrene.
But I mean, I'm just saying,
if they did use that material, then yes,
it would be good. But that's what I'm saying. I mean, I think that they're sticking. It looks better, and I'm not taking it away from it, but I just think that again, I mean, they. It's I don't know, man. Like I just think that basically like the material itself is just it's so constrained. It's just you can't really do too much with it. But I mean I understand why. But at the same time, it doesn't mean I have to really like it. But I'm still getting it. I'm still getting to figure it out.
And Ryan has it.
Yeah, you have it, Ryan.
Even though I was not planning on getting it, but one day Justin messaged me like, "Oh, did you pre-order Captain Marvel?" And I was like, "Nope." And he was like, "Oh, guess what? Something's coming." So
could be.
I am pleasantly surprised by how well it turned out, actually. And I do prefer this color scheme over the old one, and I do love the sash. So, yeah,
that's
badass.
Cool. How's the sculpt look in person, guys? Because it looks soft in the photos, but just in your video, I see it didn't look as much like that.
Ryan,
it looks Ryan. Looks very good.
Yeah.
Although the mole that she has on her
those
cheek is gone.
Oh, really?
Does yours have that, Ryan? The little mole on her cheek?
I don't think so.
Yeah, mine.
I feel
doesn't.
Like in a lot of the the final pics, the sculpt gets very softened. So it's not like abnormal. A good, accurate depiction of how you're gonna have it in hand.
I wonder why they do that, Ryan. Because as a photographer, do you know why they're like softening these sculpts? Because they did it with Ray too. So I'm wondering why they do that because it makes it look, soft. So I don't know why the photographers are doing that. Over softening the skin of the figure. I don't know. It's counterproductive, but
it doesn't make them look as good as they are, which is a darn shame because they do look real good. But anyway, that's it for Captain Marvel. There's one comment that I want to address, and then I have to announce the winners of the Toys Wonderland giveaway, which, again, I forgot to do. I was supposed to do it at the start. But we have more people watching now than we did at the start. So, hopefully that worked out. So we'll do the Toys Wonderland giveaway, then we'll wrap up. So Will and I will go and record figures and flicks and food and fun and frights and philosophy. Luis says, "Hey Justin, saw your video for top 5 Spidey figures. Thank you. While I do think the updated tech suit from Far From Home is great, you are missing out on the accessories from the deluxe Homecoming figure. Yes, you are. And the reason that I put this one over that one is because I collect figures, not accessories. So it could come with everything in the world. But if the figure isn't great, then I am not going to love that figure. So the reason I put it higher was because they made improvements to the body, which I think make the figure itself superior. They fixed the ugly ankle issue, which is my biggest gripe with the original. I hate it. I'm seeing it right now in front of me, and I hate it. It's very annoying. They fixed that, which I'm all for. They also darkened the red a little bit. It's a little bit more, it's a little bit deeper. I like that. I personally like the little bit deeper red. So that's why I put him over the original, was because I bought it for the figure itself, and the figure itself, I think, is superior. Yes, the original comes with more stuff, but as I said, I collect it for the figure itself, not the accessories. Does anyone here do it the other way around?
What, for
like
the
they'll only buy it if it comes with accessories, and if it doesn't come with,
No, it's ultimately for the figure. Yeah, figure's the most
mainly
important part.
for the figure.
Yeah,
articulation.
I mean,
accessories.
figure accessories are fine. That's good. You know what I mean? But again, I mean, the thing is, I'm not in the field where, I mean, unless the figure itself, carries certain accessories that are essential to that character that that are needed, and it should have. But yeah, other than that, I mean, I really don't. But I am quite excited because tomorrow I'll have the Arkham Harley here tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
accessories with that figure.
She's
amazing.
Nice.
So I can't wait.
Nice.
Yeah, I can't wait.
People were so mad at me that I included that quarter scale Spidey in that list. I don't know what to tell you. Because I said in the title it says top 5 1/6 scale Spider-Man figures, and I included a quarter scale. I apologize.
Oh, okay.
If you want to blame anyone, you can blame Ryan because he was the one who told me to put that on the list. Actually,
dude, it's my favorite. It's my favorite Spider-Man figure of all time.
It is so good. It deserves to be on that list. I don't care about. I should have just said top 5
everything about this figure. It's have it right here. I love it so much. It's incredible.
It is so freaking good. And Mike Star, I've seen your comment. You've asked about 75 times if I've seen the Uncharted trailer with Tom Holland. I have seen it. I love Uncharted, but I don't love the trailer. There you go. Yes, let's do the winner announcements for the Toys Wonderland giveaway, and then we can wrap it up. So, the first winner, who has won themselves a Endgame Hawkeye Deluxe, is Kenny from Woodley in the UK.
It's an incredible figure too, by the way.
It's so good. And with Hawkeye coming out, even better. Order number 235398. There you go.
You want the applause, Justin?
Go for it. Congratulations to you, Kenny. Congratulations. We'll get ready. You keep that finger on that button.
I'll keep ready. I'll be there.
Perfect. For the Hot Toys Aquaman, from the Aquaman movie, I'm pretty sure, we have...
How come I couldn't?
Let me scroll up. There we go. Jasper from LA in the US has won the Hot Toys Aquaman. Order number 233956.
Nice. Jasper's my dog's name.
Well, that's it. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Chris from Oakville has won a Toys Wonderland store credit voucher for 1,500 HKD.
Oh, I was about to say. I was like,
nice.
$1,500.
Not 1,500 US.
Okay, I was like, damn.
Order number 233593. All right, then we've got 3 more. A lot of giveaways this week, surprisingly. 3 more. Mason from Manchester in the UK has won. Oh, this is a good one. Has won a Venom, the exclusive version. Oh, I have an announcement after this about Venom. We'll get to it in a second. Venom, you've won yourself, sir. Mason, congratulations. 236453. Well, Let's.
Oh, you want the button?
Come on.
Sorry, I was reading the comments.
Will's slacking.
I was reading the comments.
My God.
I didn't know you wanted it for everyone.
Of course.
Okay,
David from Kennedy, United States, has won. Oh, it's a good one. To Miles, the video game version of Miles, order number 236470.
You got
Congratulations
yourself a nice figure there.
to you, David. And lastly, Vincent from Tampa has won the Alita Battle Angel figure, order number 236509. There you go.
Wow.
I need to get that.
You do need to get that, Rob. You need to get it. You need to get it. Well, the announcement before I wrap up is I've been told by someone who has a source inside Hot Toys that there will be, and I quote, a reissue of Venom, maybe with some additional accessories. So I'm assuming it's a Venom Let There Be Carnage figure. We've already seen it in the pictures with Carnage. They were on the bases together. It was a brand new base. It said Venom Let There Be Carnage. So we've already technically seen that Venom. It's the exact same thing again, just apparently with maybe some new accessories. We don't know for sure. So 2 weeks. I was given a timeline of 2 weeks before that goes up. So
you're saying there's no Spider logo?
No. Hold on.
It's not worth it then. It's not worth it.
Here we go.
Take it back.
Look at him. Look at Will. There you go. So this is the Will edition,
elite.
as I said.
It's elite.
This is the ultimate collectible Will edition.
Yes.
Unfortunately, not available. NFS, not for sale.
You should you should make that an NFT. Turn that into a non-fungible
I don't know much
token.
about that. I need to look up that because people are telling me that's a thing. I need to look it up. Yeah, Tremble Dust says,
make Ryan's
let the hate
photographs
begin.
of that figure and turn it into an NFT.
Let the hate begin. Accessories like the spider logo? Mike says no. Unfortunately,
You see, Justin, you see the Venom on eBay is going for like $700 or $800 or something ridiculous. So if you have that, I would sell it now. So
a reissue is actually pretty timely. It turns out. Okay. Well, super chat just come in. This is our final super chat for the evening. Hey guys, love these live streams. It helps me feel more connected to collecting. Rob, nice to see you here. And why is John in trouble?
I love
Thanks all. Well, I'll let you take that one, Rob.
John Campia? I don't know if he's in trouble. Look, people know I'm a big fan of John Campia's. We worked together for 3.5 years. We'll probably work together again. He's one of my favorite YouTubers on the web. But he did publish some spoilerific photographs of Spider-Man No Way Home, and he watermarked them. And, I know he talked about this on his stream, so I'm not telling tales out of school, but he was contacted by 2 different movie studios wanting to know where those photographs came from.
he's a one-man man.
He held on to his source, and I'm like, well, it's not exactly the Manhattan Project, but I would say if you've got people that are working for you that have, here's the thing, I look at it from both a filmmaking standpoint and a studio standpoint. Like if somebody is look, I know we love spoilers and all that, but if people are sending out pictures, illicit photographs to YouTubers, it's not cool. No. And that is stolen intellectual property. And marketing movies costs a lot of money. And you know what?
The people who buy third-party figures.
Yeah, I don't know
exactly,
if Tobey
Justin.
Maguire and Andrew Garfield are in this movie. I can only tell you that Tick, Tick, Boom, starring Andrew Garfield, is one of my favorite movies of the year.
Oh, I got to watch that then.
It's so good.
I was wanting to know if it was good. I wanted to hear your opinion. All right,
it's so good. But let me just say, don't we as film goers, don't we want to have fun? Don't we want to sit in a movie theater and not know what's going to happen before we see it?
Of course.
Like we talked about when I was talking about it earlier today on my own stream, when Captain America gets Mjolnir in his hand. Yeah. When I saw the movie for the first time, people went bananas. I mean, they cheered. People stood up in the theater.
Yeah, damn right.
I wouldn't have wanted to have been robbed of that experience. I was on the Disney lot, and I think our obsession with spoilers is we are all becoming destroyers of our own joy.
Agreed.
And why do we have to be that way? Mm-hmm. Well, the movie's going to come out.
Don't do that
why
to each
not
other.
wait and
Don't
see
do that
it?
to yourself.
If this, you know what? If it were 41 years ago, everybody would be running around going, hey, you know what? Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's father.
Yep.
What? They would. You people would
Spoil,
spoil that shit. By the way, I just spoiled it for the new generation. I
You
apologize.
Oh my god.
Oh, like 40
Well,
years
with
later,
that
so.
terrible disappointment, did a Top Gear ending there. It's time to end. We will be back next week. Ryan, if you're available, feel free to join us. It's a pleasure to have you. We're going to call you, you know how they call Venom the lethal protector in Venom movie? I'm going to call Ryan the silent protector because he's reserved. He's sitting there.
Yeah.
He's gathering his thoughts, but when he does have something to say, it's something important.
It's
I
articulate.
don't have a lot of thoughts, but when I do,
I don't. I want to put that on a t-shirt. I don't have a lot of thoughts, but when I do,
You'll know it.
Yeah.
If I could, I'd like to give
Oh
a
my
shout
God,
out
Ryan.
to all of my American brethren, brothers and sisters, boys and girls, gentle beings, kind souls, however you identify from these 28 known galaxies. A happy Thanksgiving to everyone.
Yes.
I hope everyone stays safe.
today is Thanksgiving.
No, 2 days from now.
It's 2 days from now, but we're not going to see each other until
Friday.
next week.
Well,
So-
I want to say to all of those not in America, those in other places around the world, happy Friday to you. It's so amusing when I get messages like, "Happy Thanksgiving." I'm like, huh. Thank you. I'm gonna start on January 26th. I'm gonna message you, Rob, and be like, "Happy Australia Day." You have a
Dude,
good
I
day
celebrate
today.
Australia Day because I live.
I would
here.
love
So does
that,
Lael.
Justin.
Yep.
But I do want to say, not
Yep.
to be too sappy, but one of the great things that I'm definitely thankful for in the year of 2021 is you gentlemen
Classic.
here on this stream.
Yes.
I want to thank you for meeting all of you. I mean, and doing these streams and celebrating what we love, and especially Ryan Kirkwood's photography.
Yes.
Yes.
But
I'm most thankful for that.
it's been great
And Ryan
meeting all of you,
himself.
even though we've never actually met in person. I look forward to the day when we can all break bread together at the Olive Garden.
Yes, we can.
Yeah, break breadsticks. Yeah, there we go.
Well, I'm planning on going to San Diego Comic-Con next year. So why don't we all plan on going to San Diego Comic-Con next year?
Oh, we'll
And then
be
we can
there.
meet there.
Yeah, I definitely want to.
I was actually considering because they're doing an in-person event this week.
This weekend.
I almost booked flights to go, but then I told Steph and she was like, and I was like, oh,
Yeah, you were like, oh,
okay,
I'm
I
doing
better
that.
not.
You can't be that much of a cowboy, Justin.
Yeah, because
Come
that's what
on.
happened last time when I went in 2019. I was at work and I was seeing people there, and I got FOMO, and I was like, I really want to go, and I can afford to go, and I really want to. So then I went up to my boss, and I'm like, so I'm going to San Diego now. I need time off. I hope that's okay. And he was like, yeah, whatever, go. So I literally went from work, packed my bag, flew to San Diego for 2 days, then flew back, then flew to Hong Kong with Ryan. So yeah, I'm a little bit of a cowboy when it comes to travel sometimes. You know,
That's nice.
you know how it is. Anyway,
Yeah.
we'll see each other in person. We'll do a huge vlog. Will might even be planning to come down here, maybe.
Yes, to Australia. So
Yes.
yeah, that would be awesome. To the land down under. Justin told me there's kangaroos there.
Everywhere.
yeah.
Literally everywhere.
Yeah.
Well,
It's,
didn't you
but
ever
there's
hear the song? Didn't you ever hear the song? We'll save Australia. Don't want to hurt no kangaroos. We'll
I've never heard
build
that
a
song
great
my whole
big
life.
American amusement park there.
I've never
my
heard
God.
that, but Justin also
I have
told me
never
you
heard
can't
that.
use American dollars there. So
No.
No, you can't.
You cannot. You can only
Use
use
their own.
You can
dollars.
exchange it. You just
Yeah.
exchange it.
Okay, and my dollar's worth more, right?
Are
So-
the airports? Yes, your dollars are worth more, Will. So
There
even
we
better
go.
for you.
Yeah,
Are the
there we go.
airports open finally? To some places. So I can't fly to Japan or Hong Kong, but I can go to the US. It's the borders in those countries. It's up to them whether or not they allow us in. So I can physically go to Hong Kong, but then they will like lock me up and I'll be in
Yes.
quarantine for 14 days.
About 14
So I
days.
can go there, but
That's what I was
don't
worried
really-
about. I was like, they're gonna make me become Australian. They're
So
never
you
gonna
need
let
all
me
the
leave.
Kiwis and the Aussies to work at our ski resorts. That's we
What
rely
kind of
on that.
shots
that
do you
that-
need to
those
go
people.
to Australia? You don't need anything except a COVID vaccine. You don't need. There's no like
have.
malaria things. Or it's not like we're not in the third world down here. Like you don't need to get your shots before you come to Australia. We're not gonna have rabies or anything. We're not gonna
I do want to go to pop culture though.
Pop culture will. This is the plan. If we make it happen, which I think we will. It's not that. It shouldn't be that expensive, and I'm happy to host Will. We'll go to pop culture. The reason that we're doing it is because Warner Brothers is doing a Batman exhibit at their studio lot in the Gold Coast. They're showing all of the Batmobiles and all of the suits. And, I want to see that. And if Will and I can cover it, even better. And they've also got a bunch of rides there. It's a theme park. So.
Oh, the theme park?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, see, Ryan's in. Ryan's coming.
Ryan's coming. He's getting on the flight too. He's coming on down.
When you said theme park, that's all you needed to say for Ryan. He was
exactly.
Ryan was before Ryan went to that theme park. He didn't do roller coasters, right? He was like, I don't know roller coasters. Just try it. Just try it, Ryan. And then he tried it, and then he was like, okay, we need to go on at least 5 more times. And we went on so many times.
He'll be like puking off the side.
He actually loved it. He wanted to go on more than I did. I was like, we'll go again. So, I think there's a Superman ride that I think goes from like 0 to 100 in like 1 second or something. It is insanely good. You'll
sounds
love
like
it.
death, actually.
You'll actually love it. It's a Superman themed ride. You're in Metropolis. You're in train station. Superman's got to save you.
Is it the one like what was it, Six Flags, where you lay down? Is that Superman one?
No. You're sitting. It's a regular ride.
Okay,
you sit down in the car,
okay.
and Superman's behind you, and he's gonna bust you out. The train station is collapsing. There's trains coming down. There's stuff happening. He's got to save you. Freaking burst out of that little warehouse that you're in. It's awesome. You're gonna love it. Anyway, that's about it for this live stream. We will catch you again, same time, same panel. Maybe if Ryan can make it, he will be there. If not, then he'll be there in spirit. We'll catch you